online, but I'm still online
All right.
because I can't see him on the screen.
All right. So who are you as a coach? What's your blueprint? What are your beliefs? How you live your life as a coach? What are your values? What are your principles? The environment you create and operate within. So these are the things you need to ask yourself if you want to become a coach. And I will help you out today. So it's going to be really 5 minutes. So before you can answer all those questions, let me help you out with a few questions you can ask yourself to discover why you want to become a coach. Number one, you need to know is what is your motivation for coaching. So you need to know what's your motivation. Do you understand? Because,
Yeah,
like I said, your motivation is what's going to take you to the next level. So, what type of coach do you want to be? You understand? So, you
yeah,
need to ask yourself, what type of coach do you want to be? Are you a democratic type of coach? Are you autocratic type of coach? Holistic type of coach? Whatever type of coach, you need to know. You need to ask yourself what type of coach you guys want to be, because it's important for your progression. You understand?
yeah.
So why is coaching right for you? Why do you want to be coach? Why is it right fit for you? You need to ask yourself all this. You need to put it in written. Do you understand? Why do you want to get into coaching? Do you have the knowledge? Do you have the experience? So you need to ask yourself all this before start thinking of getting the education. And what do you want to achieve? These are the things you need to ask yourself as well. What do you want to achieve to be a coach? You understand? And these are the
Yeah.
things you need to consider if you want to become a coach. Number one is the ingredient. What are the ingredients? What are the things? It's like making what soup you eat in Nigeria, egusi soup. When you make a egusi soup, you have the ingredient. Every sauce or soup, they have different ingredients. So it's the same as in coaching. What are your ingredients? What are you good at? What are your area of specialty? You understand that? What are your priorities? What are your responsibilities? These are the things you need to ask yourself and put it in writing. How will I communicate? How do you communicate? Because it's important. Communication is one of the most important for coaches, because the way you communicate yourself to the players, that's the way they're going to respond to you. Do you understand that? Your
Yeah.
behavior, your coaching methodology, that's very important. The way your method of coaching, you understand, your environment. So like I said, the ingredients, under the ingredient, you need to create a clear vision around what you want. Do you understand? So you need to have a clear vision of what you want. Secondly, you need to develop a pathway for players, team on how to achieve their goals. So you will need to, so you need to have a pathway for every player on how they can achieve their goals. So you need to create the right environment for players to strive and achieve what they set out to do. You need to encourage players to strive. Encouragement is very important, especially with nowadays players. You need to keep encouraging them. That's one thing I've learned over the years, to encourage players. Because when you encourage them, it's kind of, you're motivating them. You understand? So you need to
Yeah.
praise your players. Yeah? Not only
Yeah.
giving out. Most of the time, try and praise them, try and tell them how good they are, to encourage them. You understand that? You need to start assisting players to develop tools they need to, to play the game. Especially, like I said, communication, their decision making. Yeah?
Priorities.
So in their priorities, you need to know, as a coach, you need to know how to design, you need to know how to develop and implement your football plan. That's the most important, I think, not one of the most important as a coach. You will need to know how to develop your session plan and to deliver it. You understand? I mean, your
Yeah.
style in relation to your vision. putting structures in place. You need to put structures in place, in relation to the pathway you create. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
All right, thanks. All right. Your responsibilities. These are your responsibilities. Create high performance environment. Develop the ethos of hard work, commitment around development. Show leadership. That's very important as well. As a coach, you need to show leadership because a lot of players, a lot of people looking up to you. Do you understand? So you need to show the leadership, right? Your obligation, you having empathy with people around you. That's so important, especially with your colleagues. You need to have empathy, because everyone's got different challenges. You understand? So it might be good for you and not too good for me. So you will need to learn how to manage other coaches, your coaching crew. You need to know how to manage everyone. Do you understand that? And having a regular update on the progress of players and team, that's so important. You need to keep up to date. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, coaches. And how do you communicate? These are a sample of how you communicate. Make sure there's clarity between you and the players. So there must be clarity. When you talk, the players must understand what you're talking about. Listen, guys, this is one of the challenges I was facing when I started coaching, is the communication. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, I was having a bit, but as time goes, I started improving on myself, especially with the communication. So it's very important as an African coach, you need to know how to communicate. You need to know how your players, let them understand what you want from them. Yeah, like clear explanation. Your explanation must be clear, straightforward. It mustn't be that long, just quick and out. You understand?
Yeah.
And again, your behavior, guys, this is very important, especially for African coaches. Our behavior is very important. If we need to compare ourselves with the Europeans or other coaches, I think we lack a bit in terms of the behavior. And when I say behavior, I mean creating and maintaining a high performance environment within and around the group. You need to set up clear rules. You need to have a rule as a coach. You must have your rules and regulation so your players and everyone could follow. You understand? Commitment is very important. You need to be committed. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's your coaching methodology, organization. Hello.
Hi.
So this is a quick assignment for you guys. This is important now. This is your assignment.
It's not very clear.
It's not clear?
I say it's not very clear. It's very small, the writings.
Ah, okay. Can you see? I will send this template to you guys, okay? I will send it to you. It's all right. I will send it to you. But just to take you through to the assignment. So these are your assignments, guys. So these are the things you need to answer. So what are your general expectations of this course? What are you expecting? Right? Secondly, what are you expecting to learn on this course? This coach education. Are there any specific skills that you'd like to develop to assist you become a better coach, manager? Do you have any potential uncertainty or concern in completing this course? Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So this individual development plan, this assignment 2. So you have to complete a review of yourself as a coach by completing a SWOT analysis in each of the following key areas. Once you have completed the SWOT analysis, please identify 1 or 3 personal improvement goals in relation to each of the 5 areas below. So these are the 5 things you need to complete here: the transition from playing to coaching. So what's your transition from playing to coaching? Your mentorship, the environment, the coaching practice, okay. Can you see that? Yeah.
I'm still there.
Okay. Can you read that out?
The writing is not too big.
Sir?
They're small. I have to expand. Let me see. Individual development plan assignment 1.2. Please complete a SWOT analysis of yourself and personal improvement goals in relation to the following: transition from playing to coaching.
Exactly.
Then we have strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and personal improvement goals.
So you will need to fill in all this. Don't worry, I will send this template. I will send it to every coaches for you guys to fill in. Yeah.
Okay.
And over here, this is the mentorship coaching practice. Can you see that? Can you read that out?
Individual development plan assignment. Complete the self-reflection in relation to how you develop key relationships with the core stakeholders in the game, your players and coaching staff. Please answer the following questions. Players' questions. Identify the way in which you build relationships with your players. Do you have a player-centered approach? And if not, what approach do you have with your players? If your players were to describe you as a coach, how would they describe you? When dealing with your players, how do you deal with individual conflicts? Identify players that you struggle to make a connection with. Then there's coaching staff questions. Identify way in which you build relationships with your coaching staff. What characteristics do you look for in your coaching staff and why? How would your staff describe you as a manager to coach? When dealing with your coaches, how do you deal with individual conflicts? How do you evaluate and feedback to your staff?
So do you understand all these questions?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So over here, please complete a self-reflection in relation to how you develop a relationship, with the core stakeholders in the game, your players and coaching staff. Please answer the following players' question. So these are the questions. Can someone read out the number 1 question there for me?
Identify the way in which you build relationships with your players.
Exactly. So you need to identify the way in which you build your relationship with your players is very, very important, guys. So you will need to fill in the gap there. You understand? I will send this to you guys. You fill it and send it back to me. So secondly, what's the second question there?
Do you have a player center approach? And if not, what approach do you have with your players?
Exactly. So you need to answer all this. Number 3.
If your player
No. There. If your
yeah,
player,
if your players were to describe you as a coach, how would they describe you?
exactly. So how would they describe you? Ishaya, how will your players describe you?
They will see me as their mentor, somebody they want to learn from, somebody that will guide them and will correct them when they make a mistake. They will see me as somebody they respect and are willing to learn from him, both in discipline and administering the basic of the game.
Exactly. Very, very good. Very good. You spot on there. Very good. Very good. And the next one, what's the next question?
If
when dealing with your players,
when dealing with your yeah.
Okay,
when dealing with your players, how do you deal with individual conflict?
So how do you deal with your players? If a player is getting, so if a player is being, naughty, how do you deal with them?
First, I will talk to the player personally as the coach, then and see how we can resolve it among the two of us. Then, if it cannot be resolved within the two of us, I will create a committee. Among the technical crew, I will send it to a committee where they will deliberate and try to handle the matter.
Oh, very good, very good, very good. And the next question, what is it?
Identify players that you struggle to make a connection with.
Yes, so identify players that you struggle to make connection with. Every team has one or two players that are kind of hard to deal with. So how do you deal with such players? So all these questions you need to answer it, okay, and send it to me. Okay, and the next one, identify way in which you build relationship with your coaching staff. It's so important, lads. Yeah. So how do you build relationship with your coaching staff? Can anyone answer that? Babajide, can you read out the next question, please?
You have to be open-minded to your coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be free with them. You have to take them as your friends or your brothers, so that if they have any challenges or issues, they can freely come to you to discuss with you. But if you are showing them that you are the boss, that you are the head, that you don't tolerate rubbish. Once if they have a problem, they cannot come to you. Or once if they know that you have a problem and they can solve it for you, they cannot even come close to you because they feel that you know it all.
Very good, very good.
In addition, yes, you can give them a sense of belonging by giving them more of the time to take some decision, so that they will feel they belong. You give them some training session, allocate some training session, so that they will not feel like you are the one that can do it alone. So we give them the time to express themselves while during training session.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. So the next question, what is it? So how could your staff describe you as a coach or manager? That's important.
How do you evaluate?
I need someone to answer me that. Mr. Joseph. How will your staff describe you? What type of person you are? Who are you?
It depends, as I said, it depends on how you deal with them or how you communicate with them. If you are a rigid person, that is how to describe you. If you are that is how to
It's equally important that they should describe you as somebody that has a listening ear, somebody who listens in terms of advice, somebody who listens in terms of maybe complaint or anything that has to do with their personality and even the team in general.
Exactly. Well done. Very good point, guy. Very good. I'm proud of you all. You know, a lot of things to take in there. So that's very good. So, guys, what I will do, I will send this template to you guys, so you fill it and send it back to me. You understand? And I will forward it to Ari, and he will look at it and see, what we can do. Like I said, I have other coaches at the moment. As time goes, you guys will meet the other coaches involved. You understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it. Challenges, guys. I know it's going to be difficult, but anything you start from the beginning is always difficult. I know the challenges you guys are facing, especially with the internet and all that, but that's fine. Everything is going on well at the moment. You understand? But what we need to do, we need to start getting this type of webinar maybe once or twice a week, and then I could show you guys some training session. You understand? And whatever you guys want to think you want to improve on, we'll write it down, and then we'll look into it. You understand? A lot of benefit, like I said, guys. The website is not ready yet. We're still building on it. So by the time we finish with the website, everyone, you can log in and get your coach education, from the kickstart to adult intro. You know what I mean? So it depends on the level you are. Yeah. And then one last thing I need to say today before we go is we are trying to, especially me, myself, and some other coaches here, we are trying to I've spoken to Coach Danladi anyway, so Coach Danladi can talk more about this. We are going to have our own football academy. So it's not only about the coaches, so it's going to be even with the academy. So this is the things I want you guys, anyone, whatever you feel, whatever way you think it's going to work for us, to set up this academy, I need to hear from you all individually. You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So this academy will be kind of it's African Coaches Football Academy. It's going to be the biggest, and it's going to be the best with the type of education we're going to bring to you people. You understand? So I've discussed with Coach Danladi, but we need to get this kind of meeting maybe once or twice every week, so we know our progress. Because all over, not only in Jos or Plateau or Nigeria. At the moment, we have in Ghana. And I have some coaches in Ghana as well. So we're trying to be big, we're trying to spread. We're trying to get education to as many people as we can. You understand? So think about this football academy, whatever you think, whatever way you think it's going to work for us. I know the government, the Coach Danladi have already spoken to some of the government officials about us bringing this coach education to Africa. Yeah. But like I used to tell you guys, we don't have to be big to get this started. We don't have to be the Jose Mourinho. We don't have to be JJ Okocha to get this started. But when we get started, people's going to know us. We're going to be big and bigger than anyone else. Do you understand that, guys?
Yeah. We get it. Yeah, we understand.
Yeah, so it's going to be big and bigger and bigger. We are growing. Understand? So it's better for us to have a bit of difficulty from the start, and then we build on it and become bigger. And that's what we're doing at the moment. And I really appreciate every one of you. Seriously, I appreciate every one of you as a coach. And I believe you guys is going to be the biggest coach education to Africa, because we need it. Coach education, we've got the talent, we've got everything. It's just that bit of coach education. You understand? And myself, I'm still on it. You know, I'm learning every day, and that's one thing you guys should be doing. You should be learning every day. Coaching is continuous learning. There's no stopping. Even the likes of Pep Guardiola and all that, they still the young club every day. They do seminars every day. You get that, coaches?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We get it.
Yes,
We get
yes,
it.
we get it right, sir.
All right. So listen, guys, everything is so fine now. Look, the internet is okay. So maybe next time, we build on it. We start, we start getting better. That's the most important thing. Let's keep getting better. You understand?
Yes.
I'm trying to get as many people as I can involved in this. I'm trying to get as many people involved. Hopefully, this is going to be fine. I'm being honest with you guys. This is going to be the best and the biggest. You understand?
Yeah.
So I will send this the template to you guys so you can fill it in and send it to me as soon as possible, probably in a week or 2 weeks. Yeah. But
All right.
when is the best for you guys to have a meeting for next week? I want us to our family. You understand? So tell me when is the best time for everyone say for next week.
Tuesday.
Get around.
On Tuesdays.
Sorry, when?
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's going to be next week, Tuesday, at the same time at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's 2 o'clock here.
That's 2 o'clock there. And I'll bring some coaches. They will speak to you guys, and even Brian is a bit down. Brian is a bit, the weather here is cold. It's not like the way over there. You guys are enjoying beautiful weather. Over here it's very cold. It's freezing. I have few coaches that wants to come in today because they're a bit down of flu and all that. So hopefully by next week, you guys will have the opportunity to talk to Harry. You have the opportunity to talk to Sean. Yeah, Sean. Yeah. So you have the opportunity to talk to as many coaches as you could and ask them whatever you need to ask them and improve on your coaching skills. Yeah.
Okay.
Any question?
Yeah. Are we supposed to invite more people to hook up to the live streaming next week?
Exactly. I will send the link. I send the link and I don't know what happens. But like I said, we keep learning. You understand?
Yeah. This link is perfect. It's very, very okay. It's stable, audible, and clear. Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Very good. You see?
Yeah.
That's good. So did you click on the link I sent? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then did you fill for the registration?
Yes. My name, my surname, and register.
Yeah. We're getting there. Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting there. So hopefully next week I might even be doing a type of session. You guys can see me doing a session on any topic you guys want me to do. I can ask one of the coaches, to present like a coaching session for you all. You understand?
Okay.
You all are gentlemen, and I really appreciate your time and all. We need to make a difference, like I keep saying. Yeah. So hopefully next week, Tuesday, I will send the link to you guys by tomorrow. So you get used to it. So by next week, Tuesday, I will send it again, and then we'll see and talk next week, Tuesday. Yeah?
Yeah, that would be good. That would be perfect.
Right. But today, you guys will receive this template. You will receive the question and answer. The
assignment.
The presentation, and I want you all to fill everything you can fill it in. Yeah.
All right.
I will send it to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get.
Thank you so much. Any last question there before we round it up? Mr. Joseph.
Huh?
Are you okay? Yeah.
I'm okay.
I like your smile, Mr. Joseph. Thanks. I appreciate it. Ashaya, thank you so much. Babajide, I appreciate that. Okay. I'll talk to you
very
guys
much.
next Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Good to
Lars.
hear
Thank
from you again.
Thank you. Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a nice day.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Appreciate.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, no,